we've been on a bit of a skid. No question about it. And the results, certainly not what you'd want here if you check out this record. We are 1-5, but they've been close losses for the most part. One possession loss against the Saints. Crushed the Bears. Lost a close game to the Steelers. Lost a close game to the Panthers. This game that we looked like we got crushed, it was 20-20 in the fourth quarter. We just kind of collapsed. And then this game against the Commanders, despite having pretty much no offense, ended up being fairly close, a 10-point game. And that one really could have gone either way. A couple of bad Cody Bailey throws, I think, really put us in a terrible position there in the rain. But you got to remember a couple things. One, we've been banged up pretty badly. Injuries have plagued this team. Andrew Thomas is still out this week. We'll get him back next week. But Nick Duval has barely even played this season, and he has arguably been the best player offensively in this franchise after just one season. He had such a great rookie year, I think you would throw him in that conversation. And after nearly 100 catches, 8 touchdowns, and over 1,300 yards in his rookie season, while missing a game or two, he was unbelievable. Our leading receiver by a mile. This year, 10 catches for 111. He's barely played. So getting him back is going to do wonders for the offense because, and I think it's been quite clear, Jaden Rhodes is just not that same type of player. He's just not. He drops the ball. He is just not as dynamic. And I think Nick Duval can change an offense, and hopefully you guys are going to see that today. Chris Lindstrom also had a likeness update, so he is put into the game, which is kind of neat because we have him on our team. Madden update went out today. I'm having an issue where I can't change any of the settings. So we're pretty much locked into these settings and sliders. So that's how it goes. And we just got to play better and, work beyond that. And I don't like this. Coach, protection for the quarterback was a major issue this past week as you surrendered a high volume of sacks. Where do those struggles start? Blaming the quarterback feels bad. Blaming the offensive line feels bad. Can I get out of this? I don't want to blame anybody. I don't want Cody Bailey to play worse. I don't want the offensive line to play worse. They're already getting a negative because of a previous thing. How do we answer this, man? Gosh, I know what the comments want to do. We'll blame the quarterback. Ball has to come out faster, come out period, which is fair. Those negative plays make drives nearly impossible to sustain, so whether it's dumping it underneath or just chucking it away, it's on the QB to get it out. With that being said, does the game plan change this week? We're always about the run, but then we don't run block well, and I got to get out of that strategy. So we're just going to say stick to the pass. Passing is a big part of our identity, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. We just have to execute better, learn from what happened last week, and not let it happen again. I'm with Coach Dengus on this one. Beat the Browns and pass for 300-plus yards. Limiting sacks will give your offensive line a temporary boost. So hopefully against Myles Garrett, we don't get sacked very much today. We've got a very talented team. We're starting to get some of these big-time players back, like obviously Nick Duval, but also Derek Cooper has been such a great player on defense for us when he's on the field. So I'm excited to get some of these players back. It's easy to look at the record and say, man, you're 1-5, terrible. But we've had so many big injuries. We haven't played as well as we're capable of playing. So I don't necessarily think that, oh man, like the season's over. We are getting our best players back and string together a lot of wins here. So I am not to the point where I would start to freak out yet. I think that would be stupid. I think we're still in a fine position, and hopefully that comes through today and we start to really play, great football. I think we're capable of it. I think we will end up playing great. We got great players coming back. Missing Andrew Thomas still remains huge. Whoever is facing Myles Garrett today is going to need some help. But it's tough because we can't block many other players, as Chris Lindstrom has a PCL sprain despite getting half reps in practice. It's always something, man. It's always something. I don't even know what I was saying. I'm sidetracked. I can't deal with it. Derek Cooper with an upgrade, though. Cooper coming back from injury. He's got such electric speed. If finesse moves can get into the 80s on him, I think he's going to be incredible. He goes up to a true 76 overall. We get +1 awareness and +1 finesse moves. Adoree Jackson is good. I'm going to go slot for him. Doesn't change his overall, but his attributes should be changed quite a bit. +1 to man coverage, play rec, press, tackle, and awareness. Those are not bad boosts. And he's close to 90-90 on man and zone coverage. So we're getting some reinforcements back. That's the focus on this video. Nick Duval returning from injury. We're facing the Browns. This is a winnable game. Let's go out and make it happen. Ooh, a little nighttime game here. Sunday night football at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Their quarterback, could say a lot of things about him, but I'll say that he has 3 touchdowns on the season, a pretty low amount. Usually, he does whatever he wants to. Not this time around. He's been limited. All right, here we go. Browns starting with a little bit of momentum, and they'll start on offense. This stadium looks really good in the game, by the way. I don't know what it is. It might be the alternating color of the turf every 5 yards. I think that looks pretty cool. The brown just kind of looks good with the contrast of the white and the orange going on. I don't know. This is a good-looking stadium in-game. Maybe they made a change to it. Or Deshaun Watson had 3 touchdowns last game. Has 10 on the season. Okay, only 2 interceptions. Let's get after him today. Let's force him to make mistakes. And we'll go ahead and meet the offense before this first play. Of course, we know the quarterback. Josh Rosen is the backup. PJ Walker in behind. Nick Chubb is going to be the big man to stop here. He is incredibly good and will be a major problem if he gets enough touches. Andy Janovich in at fullback. Receivers, Amari Cooper, Russell Gage, Auden Tate, David Bell, and Deontay Beacham, a rookie receiver. Tight end is David Njoku with Casey Godwin in behind. Left tackle is only a 69 overall Lewis Averill. Joel Bitonio is a great left guard. Billy Price at center. Former Giant Wyatt Teller at right guard. And Luke Jackson, a 68 overall right tackle. We should absolutely dominate this offensive line today. Whether or not that happens remains to be seen. We'll meet the defense when our offense takes the field. They're going to run right to start. And already Nick Chubb gets the angle on the sideline. Bad angle there from Dontrell Cobb, and I take full responsibility for that. It's a 45-yard gain from Nick Chubb right out the gate. I expected him to go back up, and he just kept it going out wide, and it results in a massive gain. One of the longest runs we've surrendered in this series to my memory. 45 yards is immense, as there's a broken tackle and another one and a first down by Cleveland. But today, I think the strategy against this offensive line is keep blitzing and force mistakes. But we totally give up angles there, and it's another first down for the Browns, where seemingly nothing was open, but just a catch and a quick turn. Xavier McKinney doesn't try to tackle him. Darnay Holmes can't tackle him, and it is a big gain. And we are looking ugly on defense to start. Already in the low red area for the Browns. Looks like it's going to be a pass, and it will be, and a throw to the flat, and a broken tackle. David Njoku, touchdown. Browns made it look too easy on that drive. And I think it really stems back to us not tackling well in this game so far. I mean, it's early, right? But we've seen bad angles and missed tackles. Some of them, my fault. Some of them, not so much. Browns up 7-0 here early, and our offense will take the field in prime time. And we'll see what type of defense we're faced up against. Let's meet the Browns defense. We all know Myles Garrett, but Dennis Billups, a rookie, starts at right end with Solomon Thomas and Likai Fotu up the middle. Even Tommy Togiai, he's a 75 overall, really. Seems a touch high. DJ Wanham starts at left outside linebacker with Chris Barnes and Ernest Jones up the middle. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah gets to start at right outside linebacker. Corners, Denzel Ward, Greg Newsome, Steven Nelson, and Sterling Bulware. It's a pretty good cornerback duo, at least, with Malik Hooker starting at free safety and the one-year sophomore here, Enrique Callahan at strong safety. But boy, is it good to see Nick Duval back on the field. And we're going to target him early. And there goes Nick Duval. First down for the Giants. 13-yard pickup for Cody Bailey and the offense. That's what you love to see. Get Nick Duval involved. I wanted to somehow make Duval an involved one thing. Couldn't find any way to string that together. As we're going to try to check down. The ball just didn't come out. Second down and 10. Try to lead inside for Wan'Dale Robinson. Good throw from Cody Bailey and another first down for the Giants. That is a big one because we were set up with second and long. Not really a spot I want to be in, as we're probably going to try and run away from Myles Garrett the entire game. It's a really good way to make sure we don't get stuck at third and long. And That probably needs to be bounced to the outside, and he's trying to take that up the middle. Mistake. 2nd and 9 now. And we're going to throw right up the middle. It's Larry Smith with great speed. Running a little mesh concept. One of our best plays from a season ago. Might have to get back to that a little bit more often, because we have so many receivers who are great after the catch, although they, at times at least, can struggle to create separation. We will go underneath, and under pressure, Cody Bailey can't deliver an accurate ball. Offensive line, a little disappointing already, I'll tell you that. No. Trying to roll out, we're going to throw on the run, and Cody Bailey airmails it. Not even close to Nick Duval. That is a brutal miss. I know it's on the run. I wouldn't call that a particularly challenging throw. That is one that needs to be made, in my humble opinion. Wide open is Barkley. Nice catch, good power, and a 1st down for Saquon Barkley. We've been big on the money drives and money downs today, I should say. 3rd down when you gotta have it. We've been able to move the football so far here on this first drive. Love to see that. Mix it up with a run. Saquon still struggling. 2 rushes for 2 yards. 2nd and 9. High point. Duval! Welcome back. Nick Duval, touchdown. Duval! Nick Duval! Huge touchdown, huge mismatch. He was open. Good ball from Cody Bailey, and a good way to put us on the board and tie up this game. And I think when you look at this offense and the struggles we've had this season, and you discount how impactful a good tight end is in this system, which is Kansas City, as Deshaun Watson will barely manage to throw it away. Think about Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. The offense looks entirely different when he's not on the field. And of course, we don't have a Tyreek Hill. You know, maybe Larry Smith could become something close to that, but we don't have a Tyreek Hill. We don't have, you know, much of a player to throw to without Nick Duval to really take away attention and, you know, be the weapon that we need. So you look at the offensive struggles. Yeah, Kansas City doesn't have Saquon Barkley. We don't have Patrick Mahomes. But we've got one of the best tight ends in the league already. And our offense struggles immensely without him. Good to get that touchdown on the board. And let's just have our defense do its thing. Make a play. There's Dontrell Cobb, but that's completion underneath. And they will throw. Wide open is Amari Cooper. This little spin move by him. To get outside. Now he goes back inside. That's the problem when you're one-on-one with the block setting up the way it did. That could have been disastrous. Thankfully, it was only a gain of 4 yards, although we don't want to allow 4 yards every time. It would be a 1st down. Got to wrap him up. Nick Chubb, step out of bounds. Okay. Very tough to tackle him in space, but if we can use the sideline as an extra defender and force him out that way, we can get some stops that way. 3rd and 3. They will throw. On the run. Gore, big hit. But Russell Gage holds on. Gore celebrating, but hey, we allowed a 1st down. But that is a huge hit from the rookie safety out of Oregon. We really haven't called his name too much so far in his first season, as we might again. Huge hit, but Cooper wide open catches the football. We're just getting exploited here in zone coverage because the quarterback has too much time to throw. And that's been a really big issue so far. And we need to maybe make some adjustments here on defense and stop these receivers from being quite this open. All right, we've made some personnel changes, and hopefully we start to see those play a big impact. We've moved around the defensive line, and it's really getting Dexter Lawrence on the field at the same time as Jeffrey Simmons on the middle, and then Azeez Ojulari and Kayvon Thibodeau more as true edges. We still want to see Derek Cooper, and he's on the field now. But we wanted to get some different guys in there, as, you know, better at stopping the run on the inside, obviously, and then some speed rush on the outside. And it's already working. Stop the run on back-to-back plays, as that's going to be lobbed and caught by Nick Chubb. That is an unbelievable route for Nick Chubb. And a great throw and a touchdown for Cleveland. We were about to make a really good stand there, and it just didn't work out, obviously. Cleveland, again, takes a touchdown lead. We're going to get Wan'Dale Robinson a touch here. Not going to count as rushing yards, but that's essentially what this play is. And Wan'Dale makes a nice little juke move, gets a block from Tony, and Wan'Dale Robinson's moving down the sideline. Wan'Dale Robinson That's why we have him on the team. Run after catch possibilities, hybrid running back, slot receiver, and that's essentially what this is. It's a touch pass, so it's not really a run, but the blocking shapes up like it's a run. Makes one man miss, and then it's a great block by Kadarius Toney, and great movement down the field by Wan'Dale Robinson. That is exactly what this offense needed, and that is a huge play. And a huge first down. We're close. This is what's called the green zone inside the 30 as we're going to work off play action. And we're going to throw beautifully to Larry Smith. Down to the 2-yard line. Cody Bailey now throwing with a little bit more confidence. A little bit more poise. And we'll run the ball on 1st and goal up the middle. Saquon stuffed. Tried to use some power. Blocks really didn't shape up there. Probably needed to just go straight up the gut there. Didn't really find what we wanted. And now on 2nd and goal, a little bit nervous to run the football again, but we're going to say our offensive line's better than your defensive line. Didn't seem to be. I don't know what we're supposed to do on that. And now we are forced to throw. 3rd and goal. Give me a good route. I'm going to trust Larry Smith. Come back to the football. He couldn't catch it. That's a good throw from Cody Bailey as well. That's a chance I like taking. We're going to have to settle for 3 points. Better to get some points than no points. Obviously. Statement of the year. But, man, sucks to not come away with a touchdown there. It just sucks when we try to run the ball with Saquon Barkley and we start from the 3, get backed up, or start from the 2, get backed up to the 3, and then get backed up to the 7. I just find it exceedingly difficult to run the ball when they know we're going to run the ball. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me again with this crap. Nick Chubb houses it. And that is probably the longest run we've allowed this year. That's a mistake. We got one-on-one with Glenn Gore, tried to lay the wood, it didn't happen. And then, per usual, we get switched on to the wrong guy, in my opinion, and I don't realize it because I'm trying to make a split-second move. We get out of position as a result, and then we allow, you know, a 75-yard run. Let's see it here. So got Dontrell Cobb, recognized the run, but good blocking from Wyatt Teller. That's tough. Switch on to Glenn Gore. Boom. Try to just level him, right? But as the only player holding the outside there, need to wrap up. That's a mistake. And then I think it's going to switch me on to the linebacker who's not being blocked. Switches me on to Darnay Holmes as he comes off the block. Maybe that's not the wrong switch. I just was not expecting that. I was expecting John Boss there, and we didn't get John Boss. So it's that one false step where maybe he's able to hold the edge and Nick Chubb isn't able to get to the sideline so easily. Instead, nope. Ends up taking Darnay Holmes slightly out of position. So then I think it's going to take me to John Boss when I switch, but he's already decided to dive from the CPU, and as I try to dive, it switches me on to Xavier McKinney, who dives at nothing. I know you guys have done that as well. It happens. It is just so frustrating when it does. RPO, but this is going to be a run pretty much all the way. Saquon's able to get maybe 5. His best run of the game so far. And they are leaving Kadarius Toney uncovered. He's getting the ball immediately. As soon as I can throw it, that's where it's going. Kadarius Toney. Nice gain. We have to take advantage of these mismatches. If they're going to leave him uncovered, that is a defensive mistake. We've got to get to a pass that's able to really just destroy that weakness and that mistake by the Cleveland Browns. Jaden Rhodes actually catches it on the run there. That's the first time I've seen that animation, which is what I usually would like to happen. And that makes that play extremely effective. Could not run the ball on 2nd and 3. I'm running it on 3rd and 3, and I'm going at Myles Garrett. We got a block. There's Saquon. Takes a big hit from the safety. But that is a first down. 1st and 10, working off play action. I just need time here. We're going to go for Duval. He's wide open. Pass takes him out of bounds. I don't think it needed to, though. I think because I did possession catch to try to stay in bounds, the game didn't have him attack the football, and he backed up out of bounds. Very frustrating, because I think that's probably a first down. Larry Smith going to come in motion. And we are going to dunk it down to him, but he ran out of bounds. Why are my players doing that? It makes no sense. Saquon, no. I mean, Larry Smith is the clear and obvious guy to throw to, but what is he doing? I know he's coming across the field, and it wouldn't be the timing that you would throw this, of course. You'd throw it here. But once he gets to the boundary, why is he doing that? He can see the sideline the whole way. He should stop and then work up the field. Why does he run out of bounds and backwards? Stupid game. Yeah, what slider can I change to make my players not be morons? Is there any slider change that can do that? Nick Duval underneath. First down. Let's go. You know, what really stands out to me about Duval is how good of a route runner he is. I feel like he is always getting open. As we'll throw to Larry Smith, and we have opportunity for yards after catch here. Another first down. And we're in an interesting spot here, time-wise. It is interesting to me because do we try to score quickly, or do we try to really bleed the clock? I think they'll have enough time to score if they get the football back, since it's first and goal here. So I think we might try to score quickly and bet on our defense to play well. Saquon, it's a good run. Second and goal. High pointed. Took too long. I didn't want to throw to Nick Duval there, but then it felt like just we had a mismatch. And then, of course, as you saw, we just couldn't get the football away in time. But go to Nick Duval now. Touchdown, number 2. That's a hook 'em, but Stanford alum Nick Duval scores his second touchdown of the half. Welcome back to the team. Welcome back to the lineup. He's an animal. Nick Chubb in the zone. With Chubb, it'd be nice to get... Oh, what a tackle by Dontrell Cobb. I thought for sure he was gone. With Chubb, we got to focus on just wrapping him up. Whatever it takes. With some of these running backs, we can hit stick them. Not this one. Nick Chubb, we got to wrap him up. He's in the zone. Don't like that. And he's the best route runner in the league as he throws Glenn Gore to the ground. I don't know how we can stop this offense right now. I don't know how it happens. Nick Chubb in the zone. I don't know how to get him out of the zone. I think make a tackle for loss probably. But he's been so elite as a route runner that if you give Deshaun Watson the time to throw, he's going to be able to hit him. This time, we don't. Jeffrey Simmons gets to the quarterback. I don't know how many times I've been able to say that this year. Hasn't been many. Big free agent signing. Now, Cleveland going to call a timeout here on 3rd and 12. John Boss with a good tackle coming across the field. Is Watson going to throw? Oh my goodness, that's so open. David Njoku. I never even saw him. Now, we were in a QB spy there with Dontrell Cobb, by the way. It was not what it said on the screen. We were in a QB spy. And that's probably where his zone would have been, unless the play art's mistaken. Is the play art mistaken? No, it's not. So I don't know why it's showing a different thing. They have no modifier. 16 seconds to go in the half. Just if you give the guy too much time to throw, he's going to find the open guy. Watson looking to scramble. Thibodeau brought him down. And time runs out. Huge play from Kayvon Thibodeau. Saves us a minimum of 3 points here to end the half. Browns got a little bit too carried away, which we've seen before with members of their team. And they end up not getting points as a result. And we'll get the football to start the second half. And even though we're down in this game, I think you guys will agree. And let me know down in the comments section, because I've read them on the past couple of videos, tweets. Right? I think this game already has a different feel to it now that we're able to move the ball. Right? We're able to move the ball on offense. We're able to put up points on the board. We're scoring touchdowns. We're having big plays happen. Yeah, we can't run the ball for anything, and we've not been fantastic on defense, but this game has a different feel to it. As Cody Bailey misses Odell Beckham Jr. Maybe he's got a similar feel in some ways. All right, this is really bold on 2nd and 10, but Larry Smith has the speed. This is how we can get 10 yards. We just needed to wrap that around a little bit more. It was a bold decision to call that on 2nd and 10 because that could have happened. Now it's 3rd and long. So we didn't get any yards back, but we've been so good on 3rd down today. Just got to keep trusting the process. Kadarius Toney Nice grab. Way to move the chains for us. And my modifier, halftime adjustment, is running inside. So we're going to go ahead and try that on first down. And Saquon just gets wrapped up by JOK. Stop. Come on, man. Run block better. There's Saquon. That's a nice move. That's got to be a first down. He's tired, too. Get Zach Beck in the game. I don't want to fumble. It's the last thing I need right now. Saquon's going to stay in the game. I'm worried about his stamina. This might be a time to hit him off play action. It's exactly what we're going to try and do. Nick Duval open! Good ball from Bailey! And Nick Duval working down the field. He might be over 100 already. Although, his 2 touchdowns haven't exactly been super long, so I don't know about yardage. But he's played really well, obviously. Oh, he's in the zone. Hold on a minute. He's in the zone. I think it's broken tackles after a catch. Saquon's wrapped up. It's a good gain, though. Let's try it here. Play action. Nick Duval was getting it all the way. And, I mean, he did a good job to work to the first down. It wasn't really an immediate broken tackle or anything, which I think is what his ability is. I'm worried about a trap here, so we're just going to call halfback dive. And even though we don't have Chris Lindstrom here, which hurts a lot, I think we should be able to convert this. Barkley up the middle. That is a Giants first down. And I love trap runs. It's beautiful when it works. And Saquon, good power. Gives us something when there was nothing. Snap the ball. Let's go. Barkley. Another good run. 3rd and 1. I don't like this. I don't like this. We're going to run the ball anyway. Barkley. That's got to be a first and more. Touchdown, Saquon. Let's go. Good drive. Really relied heavily on the run. And then plays off the run with play action there. That was maybe my favorite drive of the game, all things considered. Because you know what? It was hard-nosed. It was, we're going to run the ball down your throat. And we're going to do what we want. Wait, okay. Maybe against the Browns and Deshaun Watson, I should use some other terminology. But we do take the lead. That's the important thing. And you know what? I guess to the Browns, the only important thing was taking lead. So, yeah, they can go fuck themselves. Oh, it's play action. Dontrell Cobb is evaded, and it's caught down the field. Oh, my God. How does Dontrell Cobb not bring down the quarterback? That is unbelievable. He ran right by him. That's actually probably roughing the passer. And then Akil Edmonds and Darnay Holmes, I think Darnay Holmes down the field, kind of got mossed. Man, that is a lucky, lucky Cleveland Browns play. Could have been a disaster, but they got the happy ending as Gage is knocked out of bounds. We can't hit stick anybody. Chubb's still in the zone. I'm worried he's going to get it here. And he is, and we ran by him because he did that weird little air truck where you can't tackle him. I can't. I'm having a tough time usering lately. I don't know where season 1 and 2 me went. Maybe the camera angle change really screwed me up there. How do I get back to it? That's not it. Is this it? Now it seems weird. Throw it to Chubb. He's not open. He's going to take off. Ooh, and he's going to wisely slide. 2nd and 8. Ooh, that's a good throw. David Njoku, but he's brought down by Glenn Gore. And this is going to be a really, really big 3rd and 2. We're actually going to change the look here. What's the responsibility with Bost here? We're going to go end zone and caught. Zone defense got beat by Auden Tate. Just sitting in the corner of the end zone against cover 2 wide open. Touchdown Browns. They retake the lead. Our defense, man, has been getting exposed this year. The pass rush isn't there. The coverage as a result is not there. It's tough. Flag on the run play. I think this one's coming back. It was a short gain anyway, but this is going to make it pretty hard to move the football. 1st and 20 from the 15. Bit of a rough area of the field to work with to begin with. But it's going to be really tough to have a balanced offense. We can't even get it to Nick Duval there. Because he's targeted on that, I think he's going to be out of the zone. So that is a huge miss. 2nd and 20. Odell, good route, good throw, and a good catch. Okay, 3rd and 5 is manageable. We've been good in these situations today. Saquon, maybe. I could see a run working out well here. The safety's kind of disguised in the logo. I got to be aware of him if I try to stretch the field, but we don't really have much design to go into that area. We're going to go over the middle. It's Kadarius Toney. First down, Giants. He put the football on the turf. It's recovered by Newsome. Tell me he was down. I don't need it, please. I can't have that be a fumble. Big first down on third down. Toney, of course, grabbed it, and I think the football was on the ground. Ground can't cause a fumble in that spot. That's got to be overturned. They will review it. The booth calling for review upstairs. Here we go. I think he was down. Knee is down. The knee is certainly down before the football comes loose. He's being gang-banged, or gang-tackled, and it didn't pop out. It stayed in there all the way to completion. Great job, Kadarius Toney. And we're going to work off play action here. Let's go. Give me a block. Give me Nick Duval down the field. This is a really weird route. 2nd and 10. We're just going to check down Jaden Rhodes. He caught it. Why am I surprised? Oh, I know why. He has been physically incapable of catching. Last play of the third quarter. Saquon ducking underneath and moving the chains. I don't know if I've seen that this year. Let's go, Saquon. And that is a very interesting way to end the third quarter. We are down by 4 points. We've been passing the ball effectively. We're starting to be able to run the ball a little bit more as well. And we're going to try a run here on 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. 11 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Good. How is that a shed? He was not even close to position to make that. Perion Winfrey. Really. Cleveland with all the momentum. You know why? Because the game thinks we fumbled. We didn't fumble. They have fumble momentum when a fumble didn't happen. Duval down the field, under pressure, inaccurate. Come on. We're being a little bit cheated by the momentum meter. Couldn't get the football away. Oh, my God. And we're going to try a 56-yard field goal from Wyatt Anthony. Here we go. I've been a little bit off all night, but Wyatt Anthony remains on. Field goal is good. It is a 1-point ball game in the fourth quarter. We need a stop. I don't know if we forced the Browns to punt all game. Certainly don't have a turnover. Not that I can remember, yeah. We need a stop. Good to get some points, but not the result we wanted. Some missed throws, obviously. Shock. Operation Stop Nick Chubb. I'm run committing. Up the middle. If we get hurt, we get hurt. Oh my goodness, it's a pass. It's a pass. Ugh. Obvious run spot. They fooled us. Thankfully, they ran stick and didn't hit the deep shot. It's only a few yards. This is certainly a run, but if I run commit, it's a pass. 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 Watson, throw away. Third down. I love it. Huge third down. No, no, no! They're always just a little bit more open than we can get to. And Deshaun Watson is always throwing the perfect pass. Every single time. First down. A lot of time left, but we need to stop, man. We need to stop. They continue to throw. And down goes Watson! It's Trey Flowers. Back-to-back weeks with a sack for Trey Flowers. We have 3 sacks today. Have not been sacked once. Despite, I feel like, the Browns' pressure being pretty good. 2nd and 17. We got to take advantage. We got to take advantage here. It's a screen. Dontrell Cobb, get to it! Chubb going down! That's a tackle for loss. 3rd and 16. Or actually, maybe they got a yard on that. I think it was 2nd and 17. 3rd and 16. Protect the sticks. No first down. Watson slinging it deep. Jackson, good coverage. That was scary. That was scary. And finally, we force a Michael Pilardi punt. For the first time in this game, Larry Smith will return a kick. And it's not after a score. Not great. All right, we have life, though. We have life. Field goal gives us a lead. Touchdown, we probably go for 2. And I say probably, we would certainly go for 2. But it's going to be 3rd and 3. They're bringing the safeties up. That concerns me. I'm going to freak out under pressure, almost certainly. Underneath, Larry Smith. There we go. There we go, Larry. Just get down. I really want to take a shot down the field. But we're going to check down to Barkley, who didn't realize the ball was in the air. See, those are the misses that the CPU will never make, that I feel like I'm getting unlucky. I don't know. I mean, Jaden Rhodes here, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's things that the CPU doesn't do that my players do that screw me. Jaden Rhodes here cannot release, which, first of all, what he would do here is not go inside the tackle. He would probably chip on the defensive end and then get around him, but instead he tries to go inside off the tackle there and can't release. So even though I decide to pass to him here, you can see Cody Bailey starts to try to throw. Long release, by the way. Rhodes very open. We just obviously have no chance to get it to him. And it just makes it a really tough third down to convert. 3rd and 10 is really tough. If you're living on 3rd down, you're not going to win a lot of games. But Nick Duval gets us really close to the marker, and it is 4th and inches. We're calling in Vanilla Vic. Merch link in the description. Yeah, I saw what Saquon said. QB sneak. 1st down. Here's Saquon. Good run there. Couldn't even speak. Paralyzed with fear. Expecting a tackle for a loss. Instead, it brings up 2nd and 2. We're going to run at Myles Garrett. Turns out to be, about the right move. 3rd and inches. I'm very okay with that situation. And I think we convert this. I think we get the 1st down. Nope, we don't. We're short. CPU wants us to try a 61-yarder. I don't love that. We're at least going to line up to go for it. And we'll, give me an inside zone here. I know I usually don't call my own plays, but they want me to kick, and I don't want to do that. I don't necessarily want to do that. Where is just regular inside zone? Away from Myles Garrett. I want to see how they line up. There's time on the clock. We'd have to call a timeout. I'm snapping the ball. Saquon Barkley. 1st down. Needed it. Got it. Stay aggressive. 4th and 2 with Saquon. Gotta convert it. That'll be the last play before the 2-minute warning. That's how you control the clock with aggression. Love it. 2-minute warning is here. Saquon gets the give. Saquon gets the 1st. Cleveland in a bad spot right now. No reason to throw the ball right now. Saquon Barkley back-to-back 1st downs. Browns starting to sweat a bit. And they're trying to strip the ball too. Interesting. Timeout Cleveland. And we are going to turn on conservative for running. No fumbles. No fumbles. Means we can't really juke, but we can just do that. Run forward, pick up the 1st down. Barkley up the middle. Final timeout called here by the Cleveland Browns. 1 minute, 9 seconds to play, 2nd and goal. Barkley will certainly get the give here. And Barkley will go down to the 1. Didn't want to go in there. Didn't want to go in. Didn't want to go in. All right. Managing the clock. 45 seconds to play. It is 3rd and goal. And a field goal gives us the lead. We are not snapping the ball before we have to. We're actually going to call a timeout. And we are going to come out and kneel the football. Back us up to the 2. Clock is running. We're bringing the field goal unit on. 6-mile-per-hour winds. Wyatt Anthony for the game winner in Cleveland. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. And it's a Giants win. Wyatt Anthony field goal as time expires. Browns will not be able to answer. Our first win since game 2 of the season. We needed this one here on Sunday Night Football. 30-28 is your final. That guy going home, not a happy camper. And Wyatt Anthony letting him know about it. If only you could hear the words Wyatt Anthony. Not those words. He's not saying any of that. If you were thinking he wasn't okay, he's not like that. But Wyatt Anthony saying some other things. Nothing to do with the back of any helmet. Just saying game over, you guys suck. Not suck in that way. Oh, you guys had dirty heads here. But your final stat line, Cody Bailey. Missed some throws, but hey, 314 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no picks, we'll take that. Watson had a very, very good game, of course. And while we're here, yeah, Nick Chubb pieced us up. 8 rushes for 166 yards. Struggled today on defense. No question. Barkley ends up over 100, averaging only 3.7 yards per carry. Did score a touchdown, only broke 2 tackles. And then receiving, welcome back, Nick Duval. 7 for 85, 2 touchdowns. Larry Smith, 5 for 51. Tony with 58 yards. Wan'Dale Robinson with 73 overall. Rhodes, Beckham, Barkley, all very similar numbers. And then defensively, Glenn Gore with plenty of tackles for loss for a handful of different players, including sacks for Trey Flowers, Jeffrey Simmons, and Kayvon Thibodeau. No picks, of course. And no forced fumbles or recoveries in the end. But man, what a game, what a result. Happy to come away with the win. John Bost, the boss, with an upgrade point. What do we want to do for him? Block shedding's real low. It's going to be all about run stopper for him. He moves up to a 74 overall. Good coverage player. Block shedding by 2 is great. Zone coverage by 2, also very nice. Tackling goes up. Zone coverage now into the 70s. And Kadarius Toney has played really, really well for us. I know some of you want to see him traded in the comment section, but he's been fantastic. I don't really know that I want to trade him. And this is not real life. This is Coach Dangus's team. I am Coach Dangus. So, tough shit. But man, does it feel good to get Nick Duval back. We win the game, a close one, and I don't know if we were sacked the entire game. Coach, you were emphatic about sticking to the pass this week, and your confidence was rewarded with a big day passing and a tally in the win column. Can you speak to that? Yeah, I can speak to that. Where is it? I'll speak all day to it. You have to have faith in your guys to bounce back from adversity. We had some of that last week, but adversity is sometimes how you get better, and I think we showed that this week. Quarterback Cody Bailey is pleased to bounce back from last week's sack fest. Really, a sack fest? Reminds me of something I said earlier. +5 morale could be pretty big, and after allowing 0 sacks, your offensive line, the entirety of the offensive line, will have +5 pass block power and pass block finesse for the next 2 games. We're going to be able to throw the ball. Cody Bailey, big time. Love it. And it's going to be a rematch with the Commanders. We lost 27-17 just 2 weeks ago when we played them. The problem is we'll probably have to face Daniel Brinkley today. He was injured early, and I didn't see him most of the last game. They might be getting some players back from injury. I don't think Chase Young played either. But as you can see from our injury report, nobody's injured. Welcome back, Andrew Thomas. Welcome back, Chris Lindstrom. Ooh, Daniel Brinkley, broken ribs. He's going to miss this game. Let's go. But Chase Young is back, so that will pose problems of its own. It's going to be great to get Andrew Thomas back. And with morale, Andrew Thomas is up to an 89 overall right now, which is phenomenal, of course. Chris Lindstrom up to an 89. Eric McCoy up to an 85. Glowinski up to a 77. And Evan Neal up to an 84. Love to see that. And then Cody Bailey is an 80 overall. Morale does not seem to be impacting his overall very much. And as you can see from his accuracies, they are good. But getting an upgrade point and then getting deep accuracy into the 80s at some point, throw under pressure into the 80s, that's going to be the difference between him being just a whatever good quarterback still developing. Everyone wants to give up on Cody Bailey already. Oblivious sense of pressure. I would think that pressure doesn't really impact him. But it does. A lot. But you got to remember, he's in year 2. He is 22 years old. It is too early to give up on him. He's now got a big arm, up to 94 throw power, and the accuracy's coming along. Once medium and shorter into the 90s, once deep accuracies into the 80s, throw under pressure into the 80s, I think he's going to look like a different quarterback. We just have to keep developing him. Put up big numbers, develop, upgrade. He has a long way to go, but it's way too early to give up on him. Big improvement from last season already in terms of touchdown to interception ratio. Obviously got really good at the end of the year. But we need more games like this past one. And hopefully against the Commanders, he'll be able to do that. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.